band's going to be a side raise. So, looks like this again. I'm going to kneel down again. And my goal here is to be drawing this up to the side. So I lift that up to the side and then back down again. Lift it up to the side and then back down again. That's your side raise. Next exercise that we'll be doing is what we call a side oblique raise. Now a couple of different variations on this one, and I'll show you them right now. So one of them is actually going to be coming down to the ground, resting on my hip and just starting to draw my hip off the ground just slightly so I can engage those oblique muscles. You'll see then my shins and the bottom of my knee were still planted on the ground. At a more advanced level, I can take myself right up, right up, right up and hold. And then back down again. That exercise we call the side oblique exercise is what we're going to be called a jumping jack. So it looks a little bit like this, is that I'm going to start in my bent knee position, my athletic position. I'm going to jump my hands out, hands up to the side, back down, down, like so. So I go into a squat position, white stand squat, side shoulder raise. White stand squat, side shoulder raise. Both happening at once. That's our jumping. The next one's going to be called a tricep dip. Just about every home or hotel will have one of these. You pick yourself up a chair, and it's going to be like so. You're resting your hands on the chair, keeping your torso nice and upright, just bending through the elbows, dropping down, and then straight back up again. Bending through the elbows and down, straight back up again, and then that one more time, straight back up again. That's what we call the tricep exercise I'm going to show you is called a lying hip raise. It's all for working what we call the posterior chain, which does include your butt muscles. Very important one. So let me show you this one as I run you through it. I'm going to go down to the ground. And from this position, what I'm doing is lying down, hands to the side, opening up the palms, and from now I'm lifting my hips up into the air and squeezing my butt muscles at the same time. Hips down and back up. Down and back up. That one we call the lying hip. The next exercise is a bit of a combination. Call it an elbow to knee. So it looks a bit like this. Is that I'm in a lunge position. I'm going to go opposite elbow, opposite knee. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Trying to keep my torso nice and upright. My knee travelling right through the centre line of my foot. If you can't get all the way down to the knee, that's okay. You can just go part way, part way, part way, and you can build up to increase that range of motion. That's what we call elbows. Using the band again for some bicep curls, so it looks like this. I stand on the band, and from there I curl up and back down, up and back down, up and back down. This next exercise is what we call an inverted pull. And basically what it's all about is stimulating the muscles of the upper back. So I take my band, I link it over something here. I've just wrapped it over this machine. However, you can do this at home, wrap it around maybe a door handle or maybe an archway or something like that. So from this position, what I'll be doing is drawing down and squeezing my two shoulder blades together. Coming back up, drawing down and squeezing my two shoulder blades together. That's the critical part of the movement, is the bottom part of it. Arms come up, draw down and squeeze together. Come up, down and squeeze together. You've got to be mindful to not let the tension off this band. So what I'll often see people do is let the tension off up the top. So it's down the bottom and squeeze. Down the bottom and squeeze. That's what we call an inverted. The next exercise I'm going to be showing is what we call the tricep push down, but we're going to use the band again. Again, as I said, very versatile piece of equipment, and it looks like this, is that I'm going to set myself up, draw my two elbows together into my side and push down. So I'm straightening at the elbow, bending at the elbow and then straightening at the elbow, bending at the elbow and then straightening at the elbow. That's what we call a tricep push down.